The next thing that I wanted to bring out is apparently this servant, and we're going to find out it's Eliezer, but apparently he is brought up in the household knowing who Abraham's God is.
Yeah.
So there's no doubt about it. Especially as we get further in, we see how he's going to ask God to do a certain thing.
Yeah.
So there's no mistake that not only does he have a great respect and dedication to Abraham, but he also has the same for Almighty God.
Yeah.
It's and you don't see that a whole lot in servants.
Yeah.
To this extent, because it's funny. If he knows everything, he knows that if Isaac was to die, that he would get it all.
Yeah.
But his dedication to his master is so great that he disregards that, and he's continuing. And I think that just shows another thing, that God puts people in certain places at certain times for his plan to be carried out.
Yeah. Really, I mean, Eliezer is an outstanding man, and we don't see that until now. Mm-hmm. We only ever, most of the time, he's not even named by name. He's just called the servant of Abraham. Mm-hmm. But every time it says the servant of Abraham, we know it's his most loyal servant. His major domo, the guy that runs his house, runs his business. But the sages of Israel look at him and say, well, not only was he a great servant, but he was a great disciple, that he had learned so much from Abraham, that he loved God so much that he was actually the head of, for lack of a better term, the head of Abraham's religious school, his religious academy. When Abraham was out taking care of his financial business, he was there continuing to teach the converts and the other servants how to serve God. And this is the caliber, and we're going to see why, and what kind of a caliber man he is. It's if only I could be a tenth of what he was.
Then we see that Abraham is bound and determined for his son not to marry a Canaanite, because they are polluted with what's it? Satan has already polluted that society with his Nephilim happenings, giants, and so on and so forth. So they're not a pure stock.
Yeah.
And that's what, and Abraham realized that, and that's why he's wanting to send him back to the family that he knows that's still not been engaged with other peoples.
Yeah. And we haven't read that part yet, but might as well go ahead and
do another spoiler alert.
Yeah. Let's go ahead and read it, and then I'll make a comment on that, maybe.
Okay. We're verse 5. And the servant said...
Oh, one second. I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Did we already get down to 5?
Last thing I said was verse 4.
Okay, so my bad. So, yeah. I don't know where my head is. Okay. I think I'm still swimming from yesterday. But I apologize, y'all. It's a struggle bus today a little bit for me, but not as bad as it was yesterday. Yeah, he definitely doesn't want his son to marry a Canaanite, like you said, because not only are they contaminated genetically by the fallen angels and their offspring, the Nephilim, the giants, but their culture is fully corrupted. Not their sins have not reached their fullness. They haven't peaked in wickedness yet, but still, I mean, this is the culture that, if they haven't done it yet, they are going to soon enough participate in ritual prostitution, child sacrifice. I mean, they already had slaves, and slavery was their slavery was equal, if not worse, to what we experienced here in the transatlantic slave trade, with the slaves not having any rights, and the slaves not really having a. It was worse than the New World slave trade, in the sense that the slaves didn't even have a way of buying their way out, and they were. We're gonna see as the story moves along, maybe not in this chapter, but in the coming chapters, that they were capitalist when it suited them and communist when it didn't. They hated the rich and the poor equally. When they had wealth, they hated the poor, and when they were poor, they were envious and jealous of the rich and tried to redistribute their wealth. Not even redistribute their wealth, but just destroy it. Not even make use of it themselves. And yeah, they're just a messed up nation and a messed up culture, and Abraham doesn't want anything to do with it, other than, God put me in this place. He gave me this promise about this land, and we're obviously going to have to stick around to make use of it. I tried to escape to Egypt a time or two, but that didn't work. God doesn't want us down there, so I guess we're going to have to stick it through with these people until God gives us the land, but I don't want none of it.